Well, welcome to ActiveLab, ActiveSGV's podcast. I'm Wes, Program Director with ActiveSGV, and I'm joined today with Jazmin.
Hi everyone, I'm Jazmin Joyce. I'm the GoSGV Admin Coordinator.
And we're super excited to talk to y'all today about the GoSGV Regional Electric Bike Share Program. So, Jazzy, you spend a lot of your time making this program happen behind the scenes. Can you share a little bit about what it is and kind of how it got started?
Yeah, so GoSGV e-bike share, you're looking at two of our models. We have the e-cargo bike and the e-commuter bike. We've been around for about 2 years now, and we're excited to share we're one of the first programs in the nation to have an e-bike share model. We're also excited to share that we're like one of the first cities that we've covered over 25 cities in the San Gabriel Valley. As far as the program goes, really our mission and our goal is to make sure that we make these types of models of bikes, which is electric bikes, accessible for our San Gabriel Valley residents, especially low-income residents who maybe don't have a chance to purchase these types of bikes, because as you know, electric bikes are very expensive. So we do that by doing a lot of pop-ups, we do bike rides, and we also have our website and events where people can try them out and see how they are. It's really great because our bikes are pedal assist bikes, so that means that it gives you a jolt as soon as you start riding the bike. It's not a turbo model, so it's not like, you know, you're gonna thrust it and you're gonna keep going. It's as you need. We have various levels on each bike. But yeah, that's a little bit of an introduction of the program.
And so the program is all electric bikes, but it's a little bit different from the e-bike program, for example, in Los Angeles, bike share there, where you go to a corner and just take a bike for 30 minutes. In this program, like, folks get the bike for a longer period of time.
Correct. Right. Thank you for bringing that up. So we, typical e-bike share models and programs, like for example, in LA, you actually dock the bikes. But with this program, you actually get to keep it in your home for as many months as you like. So you guys heard that right. You actually get to take the bike home. You get a bike lock and you get a charger, and you get to safely store it in your house. So if you want to wake up early in the morning, go get some miles in, or you need to get some grocery runs in, you can take your bike from your home and use it as much as you'd like. So it's a great way to get exercise. If you have mobility issues, this is a great way for you not to get injured. You know, sometimes riding any types of bikes, you know, if you have an injury, this is a little bit nicer on your bones and muscles. So yeah, if you want to keep it for 1 month and just try it out, or up to 6 months, you're welcome to do that. And we're excited to share that we actually have a share to own aspect. So if you do want to keep the bike for 36 months, you actually get to keep the bike completely. It'll be yours. So that's something that is exciting for some of our members. We actually have about 50 members who are currently on our share to own list, who are expected to keep the bike, and we hope to get some more. So that's great.
That's awesome. So for folks who are maybe have never been on an e-bike before or interested in it, is that what you find a lot of the participants are the San Gabriel Valley residents? And my understanding is that you just have to live in the San Gabriel Valley to be eligible to participate. But do you find that a lot of the folks who are entering the program, it's their first time using an e-bike? And for those who are graduating out, like, what are the main reasons that they decide to end their subscription and try something different?
Yeah, thanks for that question. So we actually are able to get some feedback from our exit surveys, and we do get a lot of responses about why people have left the program. Gratefully, a lot of the reasons why people do leave the program is because they're interested in buying another bike. So they've tested out our program, our bikes, and now they have like a little taste of what they like, what they don't like. And we do have local bike shop partners. So oftentimes we'll refer them to those bike shops, and they'll go purchase them at the bike shops. We get that feedback. We also get feedback about how often they use the bike. So members will often use the bike for short trips. So let's say grocery runs, going to the park, dropping off their kids to school, especially on the cargo model. We get a lot of families who are really interested in the cargo model to just take their kids on rides or take them to school. And I think I might have missed the second part of your question. What was that again, Wes?
No, I think you touched on a lot of the reasons why people are participating in the programs and the reasons why they're they're graduating from it. I know for a lot of folks, especially purchasing a new bike can be pretty costly, especially a good quality. These are all high quality electric bikes I see with mid-drive motors and Bosch components. How does the program make the e-bikes more accessible? Is it easier for folks to try this out than just buy a bike?
Yeah, definitely. So as far as like pricing goes, this is a good question. Our typical membership is $69 a month. So that's for our commuter bike. So the great thing about our program is, again, we're trying to create accessibility. We do have different tiers for pricing. So if you're a student, you're going to pay $49 a month. If you're income qualified, you're going to pay $29 a month. And then our cargo bikes are $149 a month with a 2-month limit. If you are income qualified, there is a lower rate of $99 per month. So we are trying to be really equitable in our pricing. And as far as income qualification, if anybody just has their WIC or SNAP Ed verification, that's typically what we get, but we're very flexible if you have any other ways to show us that you're an income qualified resident in the San Gabriel Valley. I think that answers that question.
Yeah, that's really, really helpful. And then in terms of eligibility, I know we talked about it. You just have to be San Gabriel Valley resident. Are there any other requirements, age requirements, or?
Yeah, so definitely San Gabriel Valley residents, and you do have to be 18 years or older. And then if you have any questions about which cities are in the San Gabriel Valley, we're going to say this a lot, but visit GoSGV.com, and we have a map which shows you all the cities that qualify in the San Gabriel Valley.
Okay. And are there other ways that, for example, if you want to see one of these bikes firsthand, and I think it is really helpful, or go on a test ride before you sign up, are there opportunities to do that with the program? I mean, you mentioned community rides, but how can folks do that?
So there's so many ways that you can test or ride one of our bikes. So first of all, if you want to go to GoSGV.com, email us or call us at this number. You can simply just let us know, hey, we want to test ride a bike. We can meet you and have you test ride. But other ways is we have several events coming up. We have different pop-ups and different rides at the Emerald Necklace. Specifically for the pop-ups, you're able to secure a bike for up to 2 hours and test ride the bike at the beautiful Emerald Necklace. Bring a friend along, and it's super safe. We'll provide you, with instructions, with what you need in the bike, and it's a really safe way and fun way to get to a feel of the bike and actually see if you want to try it out for a membership. And unfortunately, for the model of the cargo, we don't have those for the pop-ups, but definitely come by and we can have you test ride one and get you on a wait list if there's one available. And same thing for rides. We definitely have rides throughout the month. We also have rides towards the Emerald Necklace. You just have to visit GoSGV.com /events, and you'll check out all of the opportunities that we have with test riding.
And I know you had some of the bikes at the last Active Streets or at Arroyo Fest. There was a GoSGV demo zone. Is that something that you anticipate will be included in upcoming Open Streets events, like the Mission to Mission event?
Yes, I'm glad you asked that. So Mission to Mission, we're going to be having a demo zone at Mission to Mission. And what this means is that we're going to have several of our bikes there for anybody who wants to just touch them, ride them. You can definitely do that, as well as our cargo bike. There'll be an area where you get to, be able to ride it safely, and ask us a bunch of questions. I know that sometimes on the website we have a ton of facts, but maybe you have some other questions. We'll be there to answer all your questions, and you'll also be able to make a reservations for a bike at the event.
Awesome. And I heard there's some accessories too that you can add to the bikes to make them even more useful, like the racks you can put a bag or a pannier on. I think there's some other accessories for the family or the cargo bike as well. Yes.
So for the cargo bike specifically, we know the rain. Sometimes, in LA and San Gabriel Valley, we have some spring showers. So we have 3 different options. We have a cover that completely covers our cargo bike. We have a rain, I'm forgetting the word on it. A rain cover.
Rain shield.
Rain shield, yes. So You can have, like, if you have a child in the seat or someone, they'll be completely protected from the rain. And then there's a complete cover for the entire cargo bike. So all of these three models for accessories are on our website. If you want to check them out in detail, they're available for rental when you get the cargo bike. And then as far as the commuter bike, you definitely can put like a pannier bag. And with this bike, you do get 2 locks and a battery charger as well. And if you really need a helmet, we can offer you a helmet as well if that's needed.
So the bikes seem really sturdy and robust. I assume they don't need a lot of care or maintenance when you have them, but let's say you do get a flat tire or something happens to the bike while you have it in your possession. What's the process for fixing a flat if you're on the road or getting a tune-up?
Yeah, great question. So one of the great things about these bikes, they're really, really sturdy and durable bikes. They're made by B-Cycle, and they're actually very common bikes that companies use for bike shares. So they're known to be very sturdy and durable. And if you have any issues, though, we're happy to help you with any of the issues that you may have. So if you need any like bike repairs or something's faulty with the chains or anything like that, you can reach out to us, or you can go to our website and check out the list for all of our bike shop partners. We have over 13 bike shop partners currently on our list, and they're all local to the San Gabriel Valley. So you will more than likely find something that's really close to you. And you can call them up, or you can visit their shop, and they'll inspect the bike and they'll let you know how they can help you. And if there's something that they can't help you with, then they'll definitely refer you to us and we can help you in shop. If something is really off with the bike, which rarely happens, we'll just switch out your bike and you'll be good to go for the rest of your membership.
And I heard that if you do get a flat tire, the first one's free, so there's no cost associated with that.
That is correct. So if you do have a first flat, there's no cost associated. And I will say that oftentimes it's just first flats. When we hear from our bike shop repair partners, we don't see a lot of bike issues with the bike. So that's something that we're happy to report after 2 years of being in the program. They're typically very easy fixable things.
And my understanding is all the bike shops too have at least one of the commuter bikes on hand, so it's another place in the San Gabriel Valley you can go during regular business hours and test ride a bike or check it out firsthand before you sign up.
Yes, again, plenty of ways to check out our bikes and get exposed and get a first-hand feel on what they're like. You can visit the bike shop, ask to see the bike. Typically it'll be a commuter bike. You can test it out or ask questions. All of our bike shop partners are informed about our program and about the models, so they'll be able to answer any of your questions. We also have flyers at our bike shop partner repair shop, so if you want to take a couple flyers, share them with your friends, you're more than welcome to.
I guess one question regarding bike theft is sometimes a problem in the San Gabriel Valley, and I presume occasionally with this program as well, someone might have the bike locked up, and if it's stolen or taken, what is the process in those circumstances? Has that happened really to date, and kind of how does the program manage those situations?
Yeah, I think one of the most important factors about bike theft prevention is really education. So I'll take a step back and just say that whenever you pick up a bike or are interested in booking a bike, our members, our team, our colleagues are really able to do a thorough education on the bike and also how to prevent theft. So how to properly lock the bike, some of the tips on where to store and properly lock the bike, like if you're out in public or out at school or out at work. I think prevention and on that education piece is really the most important thing, because in the 2 years of our program, we haven't seen a lot of high rates of theft, thankfully. And I think that comes to our education. But we do provide all of our members with 2 bike locks, and if anybody has issues with the bike locks, they can always call us. We can switch them out, and we again really emphasize on how to properly lock them out in the community.
And folks can use their own locks too, in addition to the ones the program gives you to
Yes.
add additional security.
Yeah, definitely highly recommend to always add extra locks. These are very durable and costly bikes, so definitely want to keep them safe and properly locked.
I think the one nice thing too, as an e-bike user myself, having a little extra weight, carrying an extra lock doesn't really make a big difference because you're already getting the electric assist. So it's not a big deal to throw in another lock in the basket, or if you have a bag on the back with you.
I agree.
Well, I've heard there's something called an ambassador, a GoSGV ambassador. How do they fit into the program?
Yeah, so many awesome opportunities with our program. So we also do have an ambassador aspect. Basically, we have people, organizations, entities that are interested in promoting our program. They can sign up via our website, and right now we have city officials, we have nonprofit organizations. Essentially, you sign up and you could either become a repair partner or an ambassador, and what that gets you is that you get to keep one of our bikes at your location, and you can help us promote the program that way. But also, if you, for example, work at a business and you want to have the bike there for your colleagues to test out the bike, or go to get lunch or do some errands while you're at work, they're welcome to do that. We've heard a great feedback. That's something that our partners, our ambassador partners, really enjoy about the program, is they have a bike that they can easily access to go do some errands, take a ride, right? Take a break during your long work day. So if you guys are interested in learning more about that, you can definitely go visit our website at gosgv.com/ambassadors, and you can apply. Very easy process, and we can get you a bike in like less than a week if you need it.
Wow, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, we're pretty accessible.
Well, along those same lines, I heard there's also a partnership option. So some cities are doing specific programs with GoSGV to make it even more accessible for their residents.
Yeah, this was actually something that we're really excited about. Really recently, we had our first big partner. Shout out to Claremont. The city of Claremont has entered into a partnership with us where basically residents of Claremont are able to have a membership for free. You guys heard that right? A free membership. All they have to do is pay a deposit, which is completely refundable, and members can keep the bike for up to a year. So if any other cities out there are interested in doing that, we've heard great feedback from our Claremont residents who are currently still participating in the program. They really enjoy the bikes. We've since capped out all of our memberships for that program, so it's been really popular, and we're hoping that more cities are interested in wanting to engage in those types of partnerships in the future.
So I know with electric mobility devices, a lot of people talk about the range. How far can I go on this e-scooter? How about these bikes, like the commuter bike? How far can someone go on average if they have, are going to school or work?
We're excited to share that the commuter model runs on about 30 miles for about 4 hours. So that's really great range. And then for the cargo bike, you get about 30 miles for 5 hours.
Okay, so if you charge this bike for 4 hours, the battery will be fully charged, and then you can go about 30 miles with assist.
Correct.
Okay. That's great. And then the cargo bike's pretty similar, just a little bit longer charge time.
A little bit longer charge time, yeah.
Of course. All right, and then in terms of the speed, I was told these are class 2 e-bikes, so they have a top speed or assisted speed of about 18 miles an hour. Is that correct?
That is correct, and that really depends on the charge that you have and where you're going.
If you're going uphill or downhill.
You're going uphill, downhill.
Yeah.
But 18 is about right.
All right. Well, I've heard there are some new exciting new developments in the program in the coming year or so. You're looking to expand the number of cargo and family bikes on offer, as well as introduce some incentives for folks as well.
Yes, we're really excited. This year is a big year for us. We are hoping by the summertime that we actually expand our fleet of our bikes. So we're going to have different models for the cargo bike. So we won't be just limited to the 12 that we have. We'll have more models. And same thing for the commuter bike. We'll have different models for the commuter bike. We don't have a launch date for that as of yet, but it'll be sometime this year. And then for incentives, we'll have both rebate options, which means we'll be able to purchase an e-bike that you like, and we'll also have memberships that are much lower cost for income qualified members in the San Gabriel Valley. So I definitely think that everybody should sign up to our newsletter. It's on our website, or check out our website for all the latest details to be the first to know about all these upcoming exciting incentives for our program.
Oh, that sounds amazing. So for the incentives, if you're a family and you rented the electric family cargo bike for 2 months and you decide, oh, this worked really well for our household, we were able to get to school without waiting in the long car queue every morning, there'll be a program specifically to help make it more affordable for folks to purchase like one of these bikes, because I know especially the cargo ones are quite pricey.
Yes, the cargo bikes can be really expensive. So with the rebates, you'll be able to, if after the 2-month limit, unfortunately, you'll be able to purchase your own cargo bike with one of our GoSGV rebates. So we'll give you some incentive to be able to purchase your own cargo bike.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Well, that's definitely something people should keep an eye out for if you're interested in getting an e-family or e-cargo bike.
Yeah.
Well, I think that covers the GoSGV segment for today's podcast, and we're closing out again this week, as we are now every week, with a glimpse into the office talk here at ActiveSGV. And this week there was kind of a team builder office talk opportunity where the whole staff was out in this beautiful California native garden here. And what was it exactly all about? What was the team up to?
Today we worked on weeds. So I had never done weeding in my life, which is kind of crazy as a San Gabriel Valley resident, but it was fun. It was cool to be outside. I kind of learned how to identify weeds. One of the tips that I learned from my colleagues is that if you can make sure to get it from the root, that's really good. So yeah, all of us came out and tried to help our local garden here that we have. And if you can't see the entire picture in this video, we have a ton of beautiful native plants, a lot of greenery, so we want to make sure we upkeep it. We have some special guests coming this next week. Do you want to share which guests we're going to be having?
I think this was a surprise to everyone on staff. There's a delegation from the White House, including Mayor Pete, the Transportation Secretary, who will be on site visiting the San Gabriel Valley here at the Jeff Seymour Family Center campus in the city of El Monte. So super excited, want to make sure we're putting our best foot forward for him, and the team did a wonderful job just touching up the campus and making sure everything looks even better than it normally does.
Do you have any pro tip weeding
advice? Well, it's getting hotter again. Early in the morning is always nice. Great way to start the day. And then also prevention, kind of like with bike theft too.
Yeah.
Prevention works with weeding as well. So you can put mulch out, helps keep the weeds down. You can also recycle cardboard. Put that over, if you have an area of your garden or yard that keeps getting overrun with weeds, you can put a layer of cardboard down, just take all the tape off of it, wet it down, and then put the mulch on top of that. And that it's a natural, or it's a biodegradable barrier. It's better than using the plastic cloth or some of the other approaches to dealing with weeds, or using chemicals to try to deal with them.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Well, thank you again for joining us, Jazmin. Always excited to hear about the e-bike program, GoSGV. It sounds like folks should really just go to GoSGV.com.
Yeah,
to
visit
stay up to
GoSGV.
speed and connect with the newsletter.
Yes.
For monthly updates, as well as follow on social. So at ActiveSGV on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, etc. Even
Yep.
TikTok, I think.
TikTok, yeah, even TikTok. Yeah, visit GoSGV.com. Super easy process. Click the button. And if you have any questions or problems with your application, just email us or call us.
Thanks again.
Thank you again.
GoSGV!